here we are, like you said, 8 to 9 months after the storm, and there's homes just now being addressed and being looked at and being demoed, and the work's beginning now. You know, it's pretty crazy.
Hold me together, hold me together. When the world crumbles down, you hold me together. When my heart's giving out, you hold me together. And when I'm tired and alone, you hold me together. When I lost all I own, you hold me together. I cry.
It takes a lot of times a traumatic event like a hurricane or a storm to come to really get us to step out of ourselves and beyond ourselves and reach out to our neighbors who are in need of help. And that allows us to then break through those walls and really experience relationships the way they should be and the way God intended.
Holds me together. Hold me together. Hold me together.
It says in 1 John 3:18, "Dear children, let us not love with words or tongue, but with actions and in truth."
You know, after being there week after week for a while and starting to get familiar with the street and the families and the kids, it really started to change within me. Instead of just looking at it like, you know, the work we're going to do, you know, really starting to look forward to seeing them each week and building the relationships with the kids and the parents and the families, to the point that you know, looking at them as family, and really kind of it changed my thought about what family is and expanded that.
It really felt like a family, not just with one specific house, but with the neighborhood.
And out of this came new family, new friends, and new bondings. My kids learned how to surf. We had cookouts, neighborhood parties, so it's all been a blessing. And it's still going on.
Saturday mornings we would show up in Atlantic City to the job, and we would show up with our surfboards hanging out the back of the truck, our salty hair, salty beards, and our wetsuits hanging off our tailgates waiting to be dried. And we would always joke around with the kids, saying that we would get them in the water one day, so that's what we decided to do.
A city with many buildings, houses, and stores. On the outskirts of the city, there is the shore. And the salty air fills my lungs, and the salty air sits on my tongue, and oh.
You know, they live blocks from the beach and had never been surfing before. Something like that I take for granted, the ocean, swimming, surfing, something I've done since I was a little kid without thinking about. You don't realize there's other people, other kids out there who never will experience that ever. And just so to see the look on their face for that first time, and just like the spark that it lighted in them, was really cool.
Voices are pieced together with the dirt and the mud and plastic bandages. But here you're
Go out and get involved in the community, see like where the Spirit leads you and where you can help out with other people. I think to see people carry things out and the word lived out gives it power in saying that we worship a living God and that it's a living word.